morning, everyone. My name is Priscilla Sayan, and I'm going to explain the different learning styles and strategies. Let's start. What are learning styles? According to European University, explain the learning styles are personal preferences for receiving and processing information. They show how students learn best based on their thinking, feeling, and physical characteristics. So, types of learning styles. Field depends. The students learn better when the information is present in a general context. Example, when students visit a museum, they understand the context and the new vocabulary better because they connect each exhibition. Second, field independent. The students process the information logically, that is step by step. Example, they enjoy filling in the blanks, focusing on the structure of the language in individual worksheets. Analytic. Students with an analytic style tend to divide information into parts or details. Example, as they read, they translate the text word by word to obtain a precise understanding. Let's continue. Global learners improve when they view information as a whole and work with others. Example, they prefer listening for the main idea, not every detail. Reflective, they need time to think and review options. They usually check their answer before submitting a text, such as one example. On the other hand, type 2 sensory styles. Visual uses image or concepts, maps. Example, the student learns new words using illustrated flashcards. Tactile, the students learns best through manipulating objects. Example, using 3D letters helps the learners improve vocabulary. Um, Kinesthetic uses movement and action. Example, tingo tingo tango, because this activity combines physical action with language practice. Physical is sensitive to environmental factors. Example, and their academic performance improves in a well-organized classroom. Sociological depends on the social environment. Example, they perform better when paired with a supporting classmate. Tolerance of ambiguity refers to a learner's ability to cope with unclear or incomplete information. Example, a student with a high tolerance performs well in open-ended activities that do not have a single correct answer. Um, right brain, left brain dominance. Um, Example, in class, one group practice grammar rules, another learns through sounds. Um, what are learning strategies? Um, at the end, though, mentions that learning strategies are techniques students use to improve their learning. However, Nuna mentioned that there are five types of learning strategies. Um, co- classify grouping things. Examples in classes could be classifying nouns as countable or uncountable. Taking notes, noting key information, and concept mapping, visual organization of ideas, inferencing, reading between the lines. Example, understanding the implicit meaning of a text. Um, Copywriting, working together to reach a goal. Example, the students correct each other's essays in pairs, and role playing and acting out roles to practice English. Example, a student join and simulate debate. Conversational patterns using common English phrases and practicing repeating to improve. Selective listening, focus on keywords. Example, listening to a podcast and answer question. Um, Self-evaluating, checking your all progress. Example, student use checklist after presentation. reflecting, thinking about your learning. Example, a student reviewed what they learning after a project. And finally, the um, brainstorming, generating a lot of ideas quickly. Example, the class brainstorms the difference between the verb tenses. In addition, there are general types of learning strategies. Social and affective strategies help learners build confidence and interactive effectively, creating supporting learning environment. Awareness raising strategies guide students to notice how they learn and what they need. Metacognitive strategies monitoring and evaluating their own process, and cognitive or redirect strategies allow learners to process practice and organize information actively. Finally, in conclusion, it is important to recognize learning styles and strategies and to strengthen academic work, as this provides students with tools tailored to their needs. Furthermore, teacher also designs lessons that address different ways of thinking, creating a classroom where each student can process with a purpose and awareness. Um, Thank you for paying attention.